Hey, you guys, as you listen to me get all ready, welcome. I didn't have to give the 30-minute. um, yeah, I was running around and made it in. Hi. First, hi to my muffin top. I am getting all of your emails. They're flooding in like a tornado. Thank you. It's going to take some time to go through them, but thank you. I will look through them and yeah, just know I'm going through them and everyone else who sends the amazing emails. But if you guys would see how much homework Muffin Top's been doing, oh my Jesus, wow. Um, oh, look at G.H. White. I love your pumpkin. Your Charlie Brown. I love Charlie Brown. Look at this. Will it show? Yeah, look at the Charlie Brown. It's so exciting. You know things are really weird when Charlie Brown gets us all pumped. Welcome in, you guys. Deborah, hi. G.H. White, yes. That's just so freaking cute. Mary, hi. We have a very intense live today. And I don't know. I never know whose names I said. Lisa, Justice coming soon. How are you? Rumple. Jesse, Sherry, hi. We have an incredible live. Marie. And I'm saying there's a trigger warning through. I think I'm going to do this part first and then bring in the DONWELLS. Because I feel as if this is very much on the surface right now of what's going on. And I don't know. I do these lives by the seat of my pants, really. And I just let it go. Because many times I get on and I'm like, every time, not every time, but most of the time I get on, I'm like, I can't believe it's been so long and we're going over literally the same things over and over and over. Thanks, Rumple. Sassafras. For over 2 years. So, and many times I review things for people they've never seen it before. So as the ones that have been here for a while, we're reviewing and you're like, yeah, I've seen that. But the goal here at WCIA Network is to keep showing it because I have my elements down. I have my information as far as the sick-ass fucking stories because they've been channeled through. Here at WCIA Network, I keep repeating the same elements over and over. So I am here to tell you that what I'm showing you and presenting all falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's for the sake of the missing children. It's to bring justice to the children by telling their story. And I just try to tell their story to the best of my capability. I do it through clairvoyance. I do it through channeling. KDD, Witchcraft in Action. WCIA Network stands for the kids, right? But I named it that, Witchcraft in Action, because first I thought it was cute. But I use my whatever, I don't even know what it is. I tell you the things that I see. I tell you the things that I call channeled for me to tell you. There's thousands, hundreds and thousands of different images that we could all pick from on social media to tell a story, right? You could be like, oh, once upon a time I went to a tree. And you could pick a picture from Google of a tree, and then it started raining. You could pick a picture, then it was raining. My photos come to me by spirit. That's the only way I could understand it. Because other than that, it wouldn't make sense to me, right? I try to give you guys the information as it comes to me, and as clear as I possibly could give it to you. So that's where I got the name. And, I hope that others could learn from it, take that information, and help see the images and the elements of the missing children story. It's to educate, and it's for educational and entertainment purposes, but it's to educate others so they could see it themselves. So people who come here can see the truth just as I'm showing it, and hopefully bring justice to the children. Because I can't do it alone, right? I can't pick these elements and just every day do it myself. It's going to take an army of people to recognize this information. And one by one, live by live, video by video, presentation by presentation, that's what I'm doing here. Nothing's been proven true or false. But let me tell you something. The information that I gather each and every time I go on strengthens what I'm doing here, strengthens the children's spirit. It strengthens their bond. For over 2 years, that's what I've been doing, bringing them justice by telling their story. And in return, they get stronger and stronger. The whole world is imploding right now. It makes sense why it's imploding. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Everywhere's imploding. The ones on the other side, the children that are trying very hard to tell their story, it's a story that says whatever you're doing isn't working over here. You're making everything implode. There's no room for what's happening over here. There's no room for any more little babies. It's imploding. And they keep insisting that it's being done for good. It's being done for the resurrection. It's being done because they have a purpose, a reason. And what the children are saying, we have gotten together, and there's a voice. There's a voice here. There's many voices here at WCIA Network that's speaking the truth for the kids, and their truth is not how you see it. You put them in that situation. They didn't choose the situation. They didn't choose it. You chose it for them. They have their wings. They're flying high. They have their strength and they are in a place of good. You will never see them there for those that did this. Never. Sorry, sneeze on the truth. You'll never see them. They're not there waiting for you. Nothing. They're getting their peace and they're getting their truth. Yeah. It imploded, Rumpel. And every day it's imploding. We all did it to ourselves. We all brought this on. The miscommunication, the hatred, the judgment. So here we are. I'm sitting here trying to bring justice to the children, and our rest of the world is crumbling around us. Something has to give. Something has to give. Someone has to come forward. And I'm asking DONWELLS to come forward. I don't know who this person is. This isn't Don. That's not Don. Who the fuck is this person? This is a pretty clear photo of somebody other than Don. Don's videos, there's Don's videos and Benny Key's videos show the story. Now what I'm saying is whoever is using their videos, they're putting the truth on their videos. Same with the Beast and Bunch. The Beast and Bunch, you're being used. The story of the children are right there in your videos. I could do a sick motherfucking horror story just on the Beast and Bunch videos. Is it about the Beast and Bunch? Absolutely not. So don't give me that shit that I'm talking about them. I'm not. I'm not showing the children's complete faces. I've cut the top of their faces out, and it's not their faces. It's not their children's face because their children aren't dead. Their children aren't covered in bruises and bleeding and going through all this shit. Their children are being used as a deep fake. I'm going to show you this video. It's my first part of today's presentation because it shows you part of what they're doing to these children. It's sick. Obviously, it's not one of the Beast and Bunch's kids. They're using their videos. I have begged them for 2 years to look at their videos, to send them in. I send their stuff into the FBI all the time. All the time. How is it that no one gives a rat's ass? I don't know. I don't know. Yes, Rhonda Hall. They all look like Summer. Hi, DJ. Hi, BC. Lisa. They all look like Summer. Because that's where we got the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's name. They're called Summer Moon Wells Missing Children because Summer Moon Wells' face talks for all the children. She's the leader of the pack. But unfortunately, they're not going to see her again. She has the power within herself to figure that out. Pretty damn smart, bright girl. So this video, I'm going to pull this down here. Trigger warning. Move this so you could see this. I want you to watch this. Many, throughout the last 2+ years, I have shown you information that they twist and take shit out of their face, right? Watch this. Wait, I have this one has audio. Wait. Let me take the audio out because it's edit. Remove audio because it's from my house watching TV and I'm sure you don't want to fingers. Okay. So here we go. Let me get rid of this one. And watch. Whoops, wait. We started over. Here we go. Watch what's going on under the neck. When you play these videos slow, they're showing you. She's pulling something out of her neck. Watch. So that's pretty sick, right? So when you stop it, they're pulling. Yes, there's a string. Very good, Rumple. There is a string. If you look around her face, there's a string. And in the pictures that I'm going to be showing you, these are the mesh strings. This is fake skin. But the strings are attached throughout the videos. See? Look how disgusting that is. So once in a while, these channels will show the video. And all you got to do is play it slowly. See the string? And see the neck? I wish I could have showed you more of the face, but I don't want to show I don't want to show the full face of this child. But this is what this video is doing. It's pulling something out. It's pulling it out. These children are doing things that is part of the freaking resurrection. This is what they're doing, you guys. And for some reason, I could just keep showing this stuff over and over, and it's not being looked at. The presentation that goes with this video is what I'm showing you before I show you a few things on DONWELLS. I chose to do it this way Probably because this is stuff that's really surfaced right now, especially since the Delphi case. You're going to see a lot of creators talking about this stuff because they're going to start saying stuff like, wait a minute, this I've seen before. And that's what I'm here to show you that this stuff that's marked on trees in blood, these symbols have always been there. The only difference is someone decided to talk about it. That's it. Someone decided to talk about it. The little dots with the little blood pieces matches both sides. They use this stuff as symbols. You want to know what's to the left? JonBenet Ramsey. They always show her stuff. JonBenet Ramsey is one of the very first, along with Amber Alert. All of the cases have the same story. They're using vehicles to maneuver and move these children, and they have found a way through deep fakes on videos to tell the story of the children. To tell the story. They use the waters. This is a river. This is a water that the story I'm showing you today used. This is the story of SUMMERWELLS missing children. Each one of them have a red box. Each one of them fall victim to whatever these ceremonies are, and they're all held in the same kind of location. This here, what I'm showing you, I pulled from all of this from the Beeston Bunch. It's nothing to do with them. I am not talking about their company. I'm not talking about who they are. I don't know them. I don't give a shit about them. Nothing. What I care about is telling you the story that is under their videos. Every video I open up. This is where the children go. Why do I know that? Because they showed it to me. This is familiar to the spirits that give the story. Period. Now, someone else would be like, what the fuck is she talking about? They're at a fucking, campfire. Good for you. This is what it looks like. This. And those boxes that show throughout the window of the car, that's Summer Moon's box that was in the back seat of her car. This is the box that shows up in every case. This red box shows up. I know through what I am being told. I know only through what I'm being told is the truth. And this is a box that the children, they see it. And they know when theirs is ready to go. It's not a very good feeling for them. They get scared. How do I come up with that? Because I'm feeling it. as I'm looking at this box, that's how they know it's their time. It's a very, very serious element. Doesn't just show up in people's cars, outside the windows of these cars, where all the windows have the same triangle and the same trim. Show me a van or a truck that has all the same trimming as all of these trucks and vans do. They don't. Because this is put in their videos to tell the story. The trim here, the white strip and the maroon, are elements. This over and over and over and over. This is a very sacred place right here. I see someone praying here. I see someone praying here. This is their God. This is what they're praying to. This hole in the rock. There's holes in rocks. And then there are victims that become victims. This video helps me tell you guys the story of the children. The people that are doing this and being sacrificed are amongst the people by these holes. I feel a presence, a very deep in here presence. Like deep in here. It's beneath the rock. It's in the hole. It's in the ground. It's in the mud. It's in the water. They can't breathe. Their mouths get covered. Their mouths get full. Like I feel like they inhale this mud. Their bodies maybe implode with it. Their bodies get filled with something. Their body gets filled with this blackness, like this. And what's in her hair is the same thing I've showed you in Madeline McCain's. This thing right here, you guys, represents to me. Now, is it really in her hair? Friggin' don't know. But what I can tell you is when they do something like this and they come to an area to pray and to leave their sacrifice and to do whatever they're about to do, these pieces that I say are mesh, and their pieces go in the hair. They're wrapped. Mesh pieces. They're wrapped. It's not her hair. Those mesh pieces might as well have come from this young little child that's in the video. It's all being shown in her here. So when they go to places like this, this information comes with them. They're all going to it. The heart is on the little girl's hand. It's right here. And the heart is on her head. All of these pieces that I'm showing you in this presentation match exactly what JonBenet Ramsey looked like in her photos from the crime scene. These hearts I'm showing you in this presentation is exactly what JonBenet Ramsey had on her. She had all the same stuff. All the same elements. I found a video that shows her elements so clearly. There aren't many videos out there that do that. Trigger warning. These are trigger warnings. So here's the heart on her head. Here's another one. Wait, let me get this. Here. Here's the heart on her head. There's another one in here. It's exactly what she had on her head. You see, her heart is on her head with her strings. Here's her heart. Here's her strings around her neck. I call this mesh. Those are strings. So I know the law enforcement has seen this before. Delphi case isn't the first one. No, it's not. These hearts are all over the place. The hearts and the fake skin, this is what covers the strings. This is fake skin. I'm not showing her face. I don't show kids' eyeballs if I don't need to. This child might as well be Summer Moon because she's in the same colors. The pinks, the purples, the blues, heart on the hand. And this is being covered up in the fake car seat, in the car. The little girl isn't a little girl the whole entire video. The little girl turns into a little teenager. because this is not the same little girl that we're looking at. This is another aged little girl that's with the same. So you know how I said to you, Summer Moon has a teeny, teeny, teeny summer, and then a teeny, teeny summer, and then summer, and then they have a big summer? This would be the big summer, the adult summer. This is what they do. This is what the rooms look like. This is what I showed you that Faith guy looks like. This is a victim. The back of her dress is different. Here it shows the back because they fucked up. This is fake skin. In the little girl's dress, the back is completely covered up. So these kids go with what they call a family. Their family is a grouping, okay? This dude, this Faith guy has the same stuff. See? See how he has all those same strings? His information was pretty dead on to what I'm showing you. Completely the same. Let me show you his kitchen, if I could grab a picture of his kitchen. Because Benny is in the same kitchen that looks down, like they're standing up on countertops, and they're always looking down. So this is the victim within the hole. And this is what we call the older one. It's the older one. Let me see if I have kitchen. Let's see. So many pictures with this guy. It's so crazy. Faith. Here it is. It's called Where is Summer? So they're always in a kitchen like this, looking down. Benny does it almost every video. Molly Golightly did it all the time. She was always looking down. This is the guy who I said has the same drapery as Benny. It's the same drapery. You could call that a coincidence all you want. But every one of these channels, they tell the same story. They have this shit on their face. They have this white stuff on their face that covers their face. Like that. And then they use a deep fake. Like they're putting an image over the whiteness. That's how the deep fakes work. Over and over. This is what happens to the faces. And this is what happens here. Nothing changes. This is the adult. And her skin is fake in the back. She has the things on her head, under the strings, under the hair. Let me show you. Right here. I'm going to brighten it up I'm going to brighten it up and contrast it so you guys could see what's in her head. These are very common. These are very common. And once in a while, I just get lucky to be able to show it to you in an image. So this person here isn't the child that you see here. This here is the child. Notice the fake skin and notice the mouth covered. This is the mouth. This is the mouth. These are someone's legs with their feet hanging. Get the gist of really what you're looking at here, you guys. I'm not showing you stuff that's like fake photos. This is what is beneath these videos. I have been showing this. This is what happened to Summer Moon and all the children that we cover here. These are sacrifices. They're abused sexually. They're just abused. As he pulls this one is more of an adult. This one is not the child. These are trophies. What you see in there is a very significant trophy. See this wrapped up? This is between him and the person being victimized. That is exactly what someone pays to keep. Those are trophies. They're very, very significant. They're worth a lot of money. This is what's happening in this room. I cut the head out again because I don't want to show the face. It's unnecessary. But these things come out of their mouth. This is exactly what comes out of the mouth of the kids that I showed you from the swimming hole. Let's see. Maybe it's under divers. Divers. Swimming. Swim. Oh, weird. So when I put swim in, this is what popped up. I believe these are the Idaho 4 girls. But what I want you to notice are her legs. These are the Idaho 4. See how she has the elements? So what she is showing there on her leg is what I just showed you on the head of that girl. here. What she has on her leg is this thing. Down here. This is one of the Idaho 4 girls. Because what I was looking for is to show you how that thing in the mouth has been shown over and over and over. Water hole. Oh, what do I have in it? Oh, water hole. Water hole. Oh, perfect. Here it is. Okay. In these kids' mouths, let me find a good one. So at the water hole, which no one really recognized, these kids had these things on their heads, like I'm showing you, and they had these things in their mouth, and these are not summer. So it's only supposed to be summer in the water, but really, what I was showing you was all these elements that I keep showing. So here is from the water hole, and what they had in their mouth, let me get it. Here it is exactly what I'm showing you in this photo. So what she has in her mouth is what these children get placed in their mouth. That is that. It's an element that came from week number 1 from the water hole. So it's not like I'm showing you something like, oh my God, she's got something coming out of her mouth. No. These kids are covered up on their heads. There were multiple children at that fake water hole scene. And the shit that you see coming out of this girl's mouth is what I've been showing since the water hole. Over and over. So what's happening in here creates these same elements, you see. Because it's the same story, they're the same sacrifices. Let me crop it a little and and you're going to see the heart on the bottom. There's always a red little heart. There's the heart on the bottom. See on the bottom? The red heart. And this is the same situation. So if one day I can make a difference and, trigger warning. Oh, and see this here, the hole. This is part of a human. This is in the neck, and there is a tube coming out of the neck. Let me show you. And that is the white bag, the white mesh, I call it. This is a human. This is part of whatever ceremony they're going through here. This is part of it. That's the white bag. Here's the boob thing. That to me is no different than what I'm showing you in JonBenet Ramsey, which is the next slide. See this? The true photos are much more fucked up than you think they are of JonBenet Ramsey. The true photos from the scene, which are these. Look at all of this stuff. This are the SUMMERWELLS cases. That. What you see here is what we've been looking at Summer Moon. What I really want you to notice, I'm going to blow it up, is how this is white here and it's like brown here. So someone did something to her photos to create that, right? Let me crop it. Color, let me contrast a little. Here, see in the smaller square, the little bunny is tan, right? Here the bunny's white. And here's the hole in the side of her head. Or this is like a one of those maroon bumps. I showed you that on Benny's face. I just showed you that on Benny's eyeball. I know I did. It's in Benny's eyeball. What PDF? It's like that maroon bump. I just showed it in a current video. It's like one of those bumps on the eyes. Come on, give it to me. Wait. So fun. I go looking for this. So stupid. Let's see. It's on his eye. I should have brought it up. Oh, maybe it's in this one. Previous 7 days. Yeah, maybe it's in this. Wait, give me 1 second. If I don't find it in like a minute, then I move on. But it's one of those marooned things on the face, and it's very interesting because it's a really weird thing. Benny. Oh, Benny faces. Okay, let me see if it's in here. Those little maroon things. Let's see. not in Benny's faces. Ay, 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 Benny's faces. No. All right. Give up. Anyways, those maroon things on her face show up. So, like, understand that this is Gemini, and these things are on Summer Moon Wells cases. These are on Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. Everything that I say is on Summer Moon Wells missing children is on Summer Moon, the Summer Moon that you guys know. I encompass the children because she represents all of the children, and they all have one of these. See the string coming out of the middle? Right here. And this is the string. It's right there. And so this particular video gave me lots of information. I believe it's because it was on Easter. Easter is a big day of sacrifice, right? And these kids have a lot of the fake skin on them here because they're covering up the white stuff. This child is in bad shape. But this is all elements. So this is what I sent into the FBI. I let them know what was going on. Sometimes just because I send stuff in doesn't necessarily mean they see it. You have to look for this mesh and for this fake skin around the neck and for these little bow ties to come out. Now those bow ties are the same as Gemini. Those little ties come out from her neck as well. They're very consistent. The way that they have the dark spaces, and in the front they have the heart on the neck with these things coming out. She has the heart on the neck as well. Let me grab that photo. This. Wait. Here. Trigger warning on all of these, you guys. She has the heart on her neck. So this situation is the same. Now, look at this photo. Look at how the corners on either the left and the right side show more story. Now, when I make it super bright, look at this, is very interesting actually. I didn't notice this before. It's got like that boob thing. And that's a heart. And it's got the mesh stuff. See all these elements, you guys, that tell the story? They're the exact elements that I show to bring justice to these children. Again, I cut the face out, even though it's really not her daughter, but this stuff is around the neck. Right here is a white stick. So you really have to just look, right? If you allow your eyeball to just look, you're gonna see it. Your mind, your eyes aren't used to it. So you're not going to see immediately anything wrong with the bump behind her ear, because you're not looking for a bump behind her ear. But this is part of the equipment. This is on this child. So when you know your elements, you know how to go get them. And the elements are here. It tells the story for each and every one of the victims. Without me giving her face, I'll cut some of the face out. I want to show you the arm has all of the hearts and number 5 on it. That's her arm. That goes up the nose. So it's not that I don't see it. I just do not want to show her whole entire face. These are the same. What's going on here in these wrappings in her hair are the same wrappings over here. There's no denying it. Now, we don't know who this child is, because this isn't anyone that we would know on her channel, because this child has the sacrifice stuff on them. And there's no way her kids are going through this, right? So when I bring it over a little bit to show you the whole thing, wait. Let me show you the whole thing. All right, I turned it. So this stuff is in the hair. And it's wrapped down under the chin. And on the top of the head, let me show you what's on top of the head. Right there. This is the same shit that you see over on the other side. No one just ever talked about this stuff that was it's like it wasn't discussed, or they didn't do photos of it. But all I'm showing you is the stuff that's in her hair. And on the back of her ear. See the little mesh with the hearts? It's all there. Those are the mesh with the hearts rolled in her hair. Look at what's going up the nose, and then look at what's going on below. Look here, the hand is on one of the hearts. Wait. Crop this. And it does not look like her daughter anymore. It looks like a child with disability or Down syndrome, or has mental issues. But this baby, that's what the baby turns into. It's very sad. It's a very sad thing for me to watch. That's what the neck looks like. So all of this information shows at the crime scene. And I'm showing this because it matches the stories. So when I say white mesh, red hearts, it's shaped like an L, it's a V, there's sticks, there's a number 5 on the white stick, yada, yada, yada. It's all here. It's a 5 on the sticks. Here's a 5 on the sticks. Here's the sticks. Here's the heart. It's very strange how her video actually also falls apart like this. Look at this in her head. So this photo I kept in here because you can't really see the face. But it's very symbolic. This is the V. And if you look at the Delphi case and the photos that came out from the Delphi case with the way that the tree and stuff was laid on them, it laid on them just like this. They could probably line this shit right up. Here, that's like what the Delphi branches looked like. Just like that. So if anyone, you just have to look it up and you'll see that the sticks and so forth laid on them like this. Yeah, Enan's fire sticks are like that. I pegged his fire sticks like this because, let me show you. Because they have those little faces on the bottom like these do. Enan Harsh. So just to let you know, I got a hold of these videos earlier because this was the video that followed Kylie Rodney's TikTok. And these guys had showed that they had a party the same night that Kylie Rodney had a party. And I'm like, this is Kylie. And I'm sticking to it, by the way. And this is how I saw her with the baby. I saw her with others. So Enan in his sticks, I said these were the sticks. And again, I'm sticking to it. So I see it this way. Like, I see Enan's sticks as part of this sacrifice. So let me take a screenshot. So let's say Enan equipment. Let's say, where did it go? Enan's equipment and the information I got from him tells me this part. And everything about his video with this really, really tells me part of the sacrifice, and this has a lot to do with it. See, I see this. Those are these sticks. The sticks, you guys, the sticks, they're not just, oh, let's go out and grab a stick on the ground. They're highly selected. They're not just any old stick. Enan, I pegged as this was in his apartment. And I said that this was as close to the equipment as you're going to get. Like, this was the best. Sometimes I say stuff like, oh, this is the best to my capabilities. And this one is the best to my capabilities. Then he does the fire, right? With his sticks. And me looking at this little girl with the sticks on her just screams Enan's sticks, right? It screams this. And there's the V. You know, everything is laid the way it's supposed to. So very easily the authorities could see that, you know, there's a connection between the way his sticks are and how these freaking sacrifices lay. I mean, look up Delphi. And I bet you the sticks have something like this on the end of it. They're not just plain. They have like something on it. And these are used in the sacrifice. These sticks are used during the fire. You know, there's a big fire and they're using these sticks and they're putting all their little critters and shit on them. So everything that you see here with this little girl has a lot to do with this. His fire sticks. His fire sticks tell a story. really loud and clear. So I've got many videos on Enon. You just go look at them, and they they show his face with different masks on, show his face in complete fire. Here's one with his whole head is fire. So this is part of it. So they're not just plain old sticks sitting next to her. They're sacred. They have things wrapped on them, and then they're used for the ceremony. They're used. The hell happened to this? I can't even tell. I can't even tell what that was on the right hand side. It's so strange looking. It's changing. The heck? Is that from John Bonet? Yeah, it says Department Crime Scene photo. These are different kids' hands. These are not the same. This is a baby's chubby little hand. The fuck is this? Huh. So, the heck? So see how that stick is here? This is the same thing. This is John Bonet. She's in the arms of an adult, you guys. You see this? See this? Look at this information. There's the number 5 on the bottom. These are 2 sets of hands. How crazy. And here I was showing you all the stuff that's on her neck. Well, those are not just her hands. These are babies. These are babies. Her videos are changing drastically. Just another angle of what's on their face. Here, these are the 3 prongs I talk about. These are them. These are the 3 prongs that I always talk about. You see 2, but there's 3 on the other side. It's silver. And these are in the head. These are in the head. It's part of whatever they're doing. See how there's something around the neck? Here's the fake skin, and then this is around the neck. And then this is the equipment. It's on the head. It's on the ear. And bring it closer. It's always better to bring closer. Let's see. Page 28. Crop it, and I'll show you a nice close-up of what these look like coming out of the ear. And there is the same thing I'm showing you, you know, every time I'm like, there's the maroon tube, there's these tubes, there's thin little tubes. These are the tubes that were coming out of Summer's arm and her hand in the car. You guys remember, everyone's like, oh, she's holding the IV. Well, these are the tubes. These are the little teeny tubes. They have these white caps, and the little teeny tubes come out of it. Comes out of it. And this is what it looks like. We don't know who this child is. It just gives me the opportunity to show you what happens. The tubes that you see here, see this child, something happens to this child after a while, is the same thing you see here. Trigger warning, obviously. This is John Bonet. These are tubes. This is in her. Just like this. Everyone is welcome here. I'm so happy you guys find this channel. Thank you for joining. But look what goes on here. You guys, this is what they did to Summer Moon. Wherever they took her and put her through this. Here's the mesh. It's coming out of her here. All the same stuff. Here's the heart. Here's the equipment. Here are the strings. Same with this. Here's the heart. Here's the white thing. Here's the strings. Here's like the little maroon box thing with the white thing coming out of it. Maybe that's the box that we always see. We never know how big or small they are. But it's in her here. Stick it in there. We crop it. Actually, here, let me show you the bottom of this. See? There's the white stuff with the hearts. Right at the bottom corner. Right bottom corner. And then there's your maroon thing in the here. It's all in there. They just try to camouflage it, right? And then this little girl turns into, like I said, into a teen. Like, this isn't the little girl anymore. Her hair is different. Her face is different. Like, this is a whole different child. This is a whole different child. I'm telling you that through my clairvoyance. I'm telling you that this is an older child. That the child like this gets completely brutalized as well. And this shit is on her and in her here. But this isn't the little child that you're looking at. This is an older one, right? So this is the heart that's wrapped in her here as well. What do these do? I don't know, but they're in there. That's right there. And this is a completely different person. Look at this. See? Completely different. But she has all the same white stuff coming out of her here as John Bonet, which you know she went through a lot. Horrific rape. She went through a lot. But what's all over her is what's all over the girls I'm showing you. This is what was all over Summer Moon. This is sacrifice for the resurrection. Whatever they put them through is awful. But she has this same stuff in her here. Those little teeny strings. See the hearts? Thank you for those ones. And that is not her hair. I mean, it's a whole different person. It's dark and they have these strings coming out of it. See? And whatever is happening here is nothing good. It's nothing good, you guys. This is information. So this is typical information that I have been going through for 2+ years. And for those that, have not seen it, you'll see if you go through now over 700 videos that cover this same kind of information. It looks just like this. This looks down in a hole like this, in a corner, and it's the same information. It always has these hearts. Let's see. Check it. Check it has great pictures. What? I'm looking. Okay, wait. Okay. Sometimes I put, like, Check It TV as great stuff, but sometimes I put it under catch. I don't know why. Catch. Catch TV. I don't know why I named it Catch TV. So he shows areas like this, and it goes down under, and it's got the same white things with the hearts on it. It's this one, Kylie Rodney's. Let me give you the name of it. These aren't up anymore, I don't believe. I believe that he took all this down. You could look. Kylie Rodney searching the abandoned cabin on Highway 89, Chaka TV. So he's going to these areas, and I'm like, these are the same. Like, so that's what I do with my whatever the fuck I have. That's what I do. It brings me to certain information that is the same. It's the same. I don't even know how it happens, but it does happen. Like, I'm kind of freaked out that that's really matches pretty good. It's a really good match. I mean, look at that. So when I see stuff like that, it tells me, yeah, you're right when you show Check It TV's information. And we find the hole in the ground. It's funny, I put these guys' information here with his. I actually have it in here. I've done this before. This is the Beeston Bunch once before. The Beeston Bunch. And I have in his presentation, I'm showing how this, the Beeston Bunch again, matched Cheka TV's, and I only have this. I must have cut it to show you how this was a match. Like, I must have cut it to show that this is all the same. So this isn't the first time I'm putting them together. See, I matched this up, this room. And this here, this thing is on this side. It's right where that little box is on the bottom. This is over here. So that's very interesting that I have put them together before. See, I don't recall things very well. I just don't. Yeah, I've put them together before. That's really interesting. Okay. Anyways. That's what that little girl looks like. She's not a little girl anymore. And this is also how the Delphi girls laid, right? This way. And on John Bonet, she also has those V's, just like the little girl on the right-hand side. Oh, I'll show you. Oh, you don't know about the cabin. I'll show you the cabin. This one's almost done. But I have a whole nother thing on done. This here is this is how Delphi was found, right? And if you look, let me bring it closer. 37. The information, and I'm showing, obviously I'm showing this little girl, but it's not their girl. Can't be. Because it's just not. Oops. Right. Alright, and change the contrast a little so it shows. So the photo to the right is what the kids wind up with. See how the V is by her head right there? And then all of a sudden, she's in a whole different outfit. It turns purple. And it's telling the same story, you guys. And this is what she looks like. It's something to look at and something to keep in mind as I go through these presentations. Because so many times, this is John Bonet, so many times, if not every time, I say, there's the mesh with the hearts. There's the mesh with the hearts. Well, John Bonet, I said the mesh with the hearts was on her bed, right? But this is just on her. This is her crime scene. This is her crime scene. These strings and information is coming from her. Now, what the hell is on the left side? There it is again. This is what Summer has in her car ride. You guys. This is the little cone with the boob thing. This is the milk jug. Look. Like, why is it there? That's the milk jug. So when I open this up, what the heck? So this is John Bonet, but the side photos is this. That's the boob thing, you guys, that I show you in Summer's car ride. What is it doing in here? So, this is a really poor example, but this was never milk jugs, right? It was like a boob thing like that. But this here, let me turn it. This way. It's always been a different color. And then that thing is against the window. See how that's just never been a milk jug? Never was a milk jug. Well, that is in her photo. These are the sticks. You could see the mesh very, very clearly on the bottom right hand side with the hearts in the mesh. Now again, all this does, it reinforces the information I have been showing you. And it also shows you that this stuff was at the crime scene. Why else would they have these photos? This is the crime scene of John Monet. And pretty much everything I've showed you guys is at this crime scene. Look in her hair. This, there's the stick. There's letters. There's a lot. There's a lot. This angling, even though I know that they use this stuff to measure, what I see is the placing of this in the earth. I mean, to me, this is putting the head in a corner. That's what I see. I see that this is just like Robert Vaughn using, you know, them following Robert Vaughn's freaking formula. That's what this is to me. You know, everything in Robert Vaughn's had to be measured. Measured. Just like this. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you a couple photos of Robert Vaughn. Robert Vaughn, to me, is the creator of how this stuff gets placed for the resurrection. And they use corners and they use exact measurements. Exact. Wait, let me get a good one. Let me get it one of the measurement. My goodness, so many. Oh my God! Now here's his photos look a little kooky now. Measurement. Come on. My goodness. His photos, you know, as I go, it's so crazy. As I go through the story each time, and this story gets moved forward and strengthens, the pictures really start to tell more information. And I just see them that way, right? Because I'm ready to see it that way. So here's one photo that shows the corners, but that's not what I really want. So wait. Keep that there for a moment. Come on. See, in these strings, you know how I said there's these strings? Those are the strings that are connected to the V. So this guy, Bob Vaughn, created this system. And it's just followed. It's followed. This is how it's followed. And this stuff is placed within the earth a very planned out way. See how this hand is hanging from this thing? Wait, let me get it brighter. So this is how it's done. These things are being pulled by these strings, and Bob Vaughn created this, and they get placed within the earth according to the plan. At least they think it's a fucking plan. But it's like this. See how the story just tells more? That's what's going on. That is exactly what's going on in that crib. She's being pulled like that. I'm going to show you the crib again. But you could see what's in that crib. You could tell that there's strings and she's being pulled. I mean, she's covered in strings. Still looking for a tape measure. Hilarious. Well, maybe I was supposed to find that photo, because that photo is really telling. You know, this whole entire file tells exactly what I'm showing you guys, because this is the process, and then it gets put into play. He created the blueprints. He created the blueprints. See, look at this. See the hand, putting the hand in the machine? This shit has been created years ago, and this is what they're following. They're following this. Trigger warning, you're going to see the guy's head on it. Watch. So this is what's in their mouth. Look at the photo that is slightly difficult to see. That's what they're doing. You guys. That's the white thing. And yeah. That is the machine that has all the parts. This is the machine that has all the parts. He stands there with the V. So every little teeny piece you see, and I tell the story, this is the story. Those get placed in the ground. Those are the little, those little triangular things I showed you that Tim Mullen winds up driving away with. He drives away with it. Huh. Some of these things have names in them. I think it says Bob. I'm still looking for the oh my god, I should stop. So anyways, everything that you see here stems from this. And you could clearly see what's being placed over. And it's going into the machine, and there's strings, and there's a lot going on here. So everything that you see is based off of these blueprints. Started here. All these little pieces. Here's the white piece. Right there. That's when I say it's part of the machinery, right? But this is the beginning of hell. Someone had to create it. This guy created it. Now here, I think you actually could see, it almost looks like legs. Right here. It's in the same, see, that's the hole. That's the hole. And it just continues. But what I want to show you that looks exactly the same So these are the blueprints. Look at that. It was this. I want to show you how that's just like the child in the crib. Let me grab that one. So this photo here copy. It's just like this one. So that could just be a child. See? Same thing. So if I were to flip this and turn it, it's all the same. That's the V. These are the V's. All the same stuff. And these are photos of what she looks like. And these are elements that I show you guys all the time. This is the Summer Moonwell's Missing Children's story. They're in these things. Right there. Placed. Placed very strategically. That right there represents this. It's what it is. Those are all the little pieces. They're always in a corner. Always. Always in a corner. Her head is in a corner. I don't know who stuck it in a corner, but it's in a corner in this photo. It's right here. And they want people to know that this is where it's in a corner. So they're telling the story that needs to be told. All this stuff on her needs to be told. This is the Summer Moon Wells story. Don't know what this is, but this is what Summer Moon had too. Same thing. You guys, it's all the way down to the style rope, the V on the fingers. Everything about her story is Summer Moon. Everything. This here on John Bonet is what we have on the Summer Moon Wells victims. That and the heart on the fingers. That is an insane element that we have. It's part of Summer Moon. Summer Moon wound up going through this process. This is the process that she went through. I don't know. I have more to show you guys. I don't know what's going to be in, or who is going to speak up. Someone needs to speak up. Because that person, could bring justice home. Super easy. Because the story is right there. All you got to say is, oh yeah, I know this story. This is Summer Moon's story. Not that complicated. Really, really isn't. DONWELLS is one of those that could speak up. I have a short little thing on Don. I've already showed you this. This isn't Don. I'd love to know who these people are, because I believe in my heart one of these faces could speak the truth. This is the video in which that face is in here. Whoever is in here could speak the truth. There's one person who knows it. This is the video that showed that whoever is within this video knows the story of Summer. You guys may not understand what you look at, but whoever's fingertips are shown above the DONWELLS name could bring justice home. So when I read through spirit, it gives me information and a feeling, like a very overwhelming feeling of truth. And there's only one, maybe two people who know who this is. These fingers speak to me. This is who I want to come forward. This person. That person knows the story that's happening in this video. Not many people know, or not many people would look, but the story of Summer Moon is in this video. DONWELLS' video shows the story all the way in the back. This video, I believe, was on Voices Behind the Wall. Right in the back of Don's face, all this shit changes. Doesn't stay the same. I sent this into the authorities because I don't understand what popped up to the left-hand side. But before I show you that, you need to see, look behind Don, how the situation changed to a maroon box. So if you were to go in and just look at this video and just take a look at the elements behind Don and, you know, take screenshots, line them up, this shit shows up. What you see in that little small box are these guys. Like, what is this? How is it that they could look like this in their video? Do you guys understand that these are two victims? He has that number, that like dollar sign on his face. The dude to the left. These guys have shit around their necks. How is that possible? How is this possible? Look, you guys. It's allegedly, right? But he's marked. He's marked. This dude has shit around his neck. I don't even have to blow that up because that doesn't make... I mean, these to me are the elements. These are the machinery, but it's here. Next up, Las Vegas teens. Strange. DONWELLS' element then changes to the white piece that you see to the left from the Beeston Bunch. That is still, I only use, like when I talk about Kylie Rodney, I'm only using one video, the night of her party video. So Kylie Rodney is who I think of when I see this. That's the machinery. Behind Don, it changes from a maroon thing to the machinery. Right here. Whoops. So this video from behind, Voices Behind the Wall, show lots of information. I think I have a video of it to show you guys. A lot of information. Oh, I showed it the other day. I had you guys listen to the interview. That's right, I showed it. And I said there's a lot of stuff in here. Then it changes to even more information on the elements and the machinery. It changes. It changes to show each part of the equipment. Look at this. And so does the Beeston Bunch video on the night that I believe was Kylie Rodney's sacrifice night. So this video of Don's and this video of the Beeston the night of, to me, shows the same information. Like if I were to widen this, this just goes into, like, here, let me widen it. Even though it's going to look a little weird. So the equipment doesn't change, right? And the person goes in the middle and that thing sticks in their head. Boom. Just like what they did to Summer Moon. Stuck that shit in her head. It shows any of the photos that are the end of her life photos. She has that thing sticking out of her head. See this V? This is the exact V that they found on the Delphi girls. See this V? It's telling the story, you guys. It doesn't change. It just gets louder. That's it. It just gets louder. Oh my God, trigger warning. I sent this in. This is an extremely clear photo. I always tell you guys from day one, part of my story was if you pulled a little string, I looked back at it. You pull a little string, if you find a little string in the sand, where the sand meets like the sidewalk, pull it, and it'll bring you to justice. This comes from the Beast and Bunches video. Look at this child, what he looks like. It's covered in the mesh, holding its Easter basket and walking on the sand. That is clearly, it's right there. Take a screenshot of that and look at it yourself. It's not deep faked. It's in there. And the elements that they leave for the children, including the little patterns and elements and critters, are in the sand. So these marks in the sand are very significant to whoever this is, because those follow them as part of their story. In this video, the father's fingers also go through the daughter's arm and hand. So we know it's not possible. But what this is saying is it's telling the sacrifices, it's telling the story. It's telling it, you guys. These videos, some of them are quite brutal. Right here is, this is a bright pink, and it's a man, bright pink fingernail polish, right? And it's a man. It's him. It's whatever his face is. But this here is impossible. But we just saw her sticking something in her neck, right? Wait. Sorry guys, I had a... So that's the fingers going in the arm. And that's a bright pink nail. Oh, now you could even see, oh, now there's critters coming out of her hair. My goodness. And this is just another example how they place things in their hair. I showed you this earlier, but this one was really nice and clear. This one has a smiley face on the heart. Here, I'm going to sharpen it a little. But some of the videos are very confusing to me because you could really check this out. That's in the here. Right there. Oh, don't forget, look at the fake skin. The fake skin that goes around the neck. So this is like some sort of a headpiece, right? See the neck? That's fake skin, I call it. Lots of it in their videos. Lots of this stuff, fake skin. So this is the stuff that goes on the neck. It's fake, see? This is her real neck right here. And this is fake skin. And then this is part of that's Summer Moon Wells. That's Summer Moon Wells. I mean, this is like, this is the trophies. These are important. They're expensive. It's all in her here. And then behind them shows the boxes. And this is how they're layered, by the way. This is exactly how they're layered. This is showing in their wall behind this plexiglass. These are number 5 boxes separated like how Summer Moon was separated. These are metal rods. Number 5 boxes with the little metal thing. I cut the baby's head out. But this is showing what these rooms look like. And that is exactly how they're layered. These boxes are trophies. They keep them. They're expensive. Let me sharpen it up and bring it in. One sec. Okay. You're going to see a head in the middle. It's like a family. See? See how these are, the people are, the kids, whatever these are separated? The sacrifices are separated. Let me show you. Here's the big one. These are little ones. These are little ones. This is the big one. That's just a better picture of what I'm talking about. Let me grab it. And there's always shit going on with the eyeballs. The eyeballs are always covered up with different eyeballs. Sometimes they look like they're fake. They don't blink. They're not like human. This is just so obvious. And this was the night that I believe this is Kylie Rodney, right? So this is all from the same video. So I believe that these are her trophies. See, this is what they wind up in. These are back here. These are back here. These are the heads. See? These are the heads. So I believe true-heartedly that this is Kylie. That this is Kylie. And this was the night of her horrific whatever she went through. And this is what she looked like. Let me bring this. This here is the same kind of a situation and location as the Idaho 4 went. This is underground. This is deep under in a tunnel, and these are the same tunnels that the Idaho 4 went to. They're deep, deep under. They showed these tunnels the night of the food truck. You guys. The night of the food truck, outside the food truck, that's when they showed the tunnels. This, to me, is Kylie Rodney. Her mouth is covered like I showed you Benny's mouth the other day. It was like that little teeny metal thing that's across her mouth. She has all those things in her head like I showed you from here. Let me show you. What she has going on in her head is the same thing JonBenet Ramsey has going on here. Same thing. And these are the little red boxes. Each one of them have one. Each one of them. I believe that she fell victim to exactly the same thing as all the SUMMERWELLS children did. All of them. And these bones with these hearts, all these little bones with these hearts, is just like this that Benny showed us. This is the same thing. See the big heart? It's right there. And those are the smaller ones. 3 minutes. And this here is what shows happen in these sacrifices. That is what JonBenet has going through her head. That. There's definitely no difference. Well, the difference is it's different video. Same information. So it all goes back to no matter what I pull up or show you from whatever video I have gathered or from whatever YouTube channel, it all matches. It all goes back to the original. It all goes back to the same information. They match. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of this, like the colors that I just went through here in this presentation, they show up on the boat. And the boat is where I said Summer went. Like, I feel like the person, the little girl on the boat is Summer. Like the Summer that we know of. Here, I'll show you. Maybe that's the picture I'll leave it on. Here. Here it is. This picture is from the fisherman's boat. And it's always the same fisherman. That I gather my information from. This particular video with this particular information screams Summer Moon to me, and that this was her forever. This was her day. And this is the little girl that was on there. Same boat that I saw, obviously this is all allegedly, right? That Ernie Shell. So I keep that as a summer moon. As a summer moon. That is it for today's presentation. See, wait. Here, see, these things wind up in the water. These hearts. Wait. Here they are. So all of this stuff, which is worth a lot of money, allegedly winds up in the water. These are the hearts. These are them. And everything gets thrown into the water. And it's then they, I don't know, they hunt for it. And this is all the stuff right here. And they go get it. This is all the stuff. These are trophies. That's what I know. That's all I know. I just know they go get this stuff. These are trophies. They wind up in the water. And then this is them. So all of this, let me make it brighter. That's what I'm told. All of this stuff that winds up in the water is what's on their bodies. Like that's all the stuff that's in the videos that I just showed you. It's all the white stuff. This here winds up in the water, but it starts out, wait, on these kids. Oh, interesting. It wants me to stop on this one. This stuff is John Benet's. That's this is her stuff. It's fun, I went to that page, I'm like, what's it doing in here? Like, it looked weird. That is what they go and they collect. All of this. And that's what it's all about. Hi, Summer. To the summer moon wells missing children, to this little angel summer moon, we really hope that you got a little piece of justice tonight. We do. Stay strong. Summer, everyone stay strong. This is the time to stay strong. Stay safe. And be nice to each other. Just be nice to each other. That's all. All right. For now, thank you everyone in chat. You guys, fabulous chat room tonight. You're so welcome. Wow. Muffin Top, great job in there. Thank you. I look at all my comments. It's amazing. All right. Thank you all. God bless you all. Stay well. And I will be on really soon. Good night, folks.